Hi, my name is Myra and I'm a researcher in civil engineering at Queen's University Belfast. And this is my daughter Tess.
And the oldest one, hi.
Hi. Today we're going to explain what scale is and how civil engineers use it. First, we're going to give some examples of where you can find scale in some of the activities you do. So Tess is hold up the picture. Lots of people have been doing pictures of rainbows. Tess is holding up our picture, and this picture is a scaled down version of a real rainbow. And then she's been looking for some other. Tess, do you want to show me your other example? Some other examples of scale is when toys are made like things in real life with a scaled down version. So Tess found this. So this is a little scoop from Maisy's kitchen.
It's actually from right now.
And this is a real scoop. So it's a scaled down version. Now we're going to explain how civil engineers use scale. What scale, Tess?
It's when it's the same shape but it's a different size. But in real life, actually it's 100 times bigger.
Yeah.
And it needs a tiny pig.
So this is a 1:100 scale drawing of a house. And that means that it's 100 times smaller on the page than it is in real life. And the way that we calculate it is by using this formula. So if I know a part of the house is going to be 3 meters or 300 centimeters tall, and I want to scale it down by 100 to get the length on the page, I say the height of the house, 300 centimeters, divided by 100, because it's a 1:100 drawing, and then that would give me 3 centimeters on the page when I draw it.
I'm going to go with your calculator.
Now we're going to use the calculator to do a similar example, but when you draw a house it's quite complicated, so we're just going to do a scaled down straight line map. So today we're going to use scale factors to understand the linear distance on a map. So like this example, we're going to have our distance, our scale factor, and that's going to let us calculate the distance that we draw. But rather than draw, because we want to do a long map, so we're not restricted to a page, we're going to use toilet paper. And we're going to pick each sheet of toilet paper to represent a distance on the map.
Yeah, 20 miles.
20 miles. So for us, the location we picked on the map was Galway, because Tess and Maisy's grandparents and lots of their aunts and uncles live in Galway. So we do that journey a lot. And if we map it out on toilet paper, then Tess can understand as we drive along how much closer we're getting to Galway. So what you do is, for you guys to do this at home, you can start with the same example first, just to figure out how to do it, and then you can pick your own example where you put in maybe your house and then 4 or 5 of your friends' houses, and then put into Google Maps the address, and the furthest one away starts at the bottom of the list. So once you've got your distance, then you need to pick a suitable scale factor that won't waste too much toilet paper. So for us, Galway is our furthest away distance, and it's 230 miles. So what we decided was a suitable scale factor was 20. So Tess, how do we find out how many pieces of toilet paper it is between Galway and Belfast?
You have to type in 230. What's that again?
Divided
By 20.
And what answer do you get?
11.5.
And what's that in toilet paper, so? It's 11.5 sheets of toilet paper, okay? So Tess is going to calculate the rest of them the same way, and then we'll fill in the page, okay? So me and Tess went off and we calculated all of the distances. So we used, where's our formula gone? This formula every time, where length 1 is the distance in miles from Belfast to the destination, scale factor is 20, which represents 1 piece of toilet paper, and length 2 is then the amount of pieces of toilet paper we need. So this is what that looks like. And now to understand what that distance looks like relative to each other, Tess is going to roll out the toilet paper. And the way that you do it is you have your 0 at the start point of the toilet paper, and then you pick the longest distance and you roll it to the end, okay? Okay, Tess, do you want to show us now how you mapped out to understand how far away Galway is? Where did you start?
I started here with the problems here because it's okay, so I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
But you didn't quite go to 12, did you? Where did you go?
11.
And?
And then?
11 and a half, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that's why the G is halfway on that page. Okay, so now we're going to map out the rest of them and come back. Okay, so Tess has drawn little dots between the sheets of toilet paper because it's kind of hard to see with the video. And now everything is drawn on. So Tess, show us where Galway is.
Galway.
Where? Yeah, where's next?
Galway, Dublin, Dundalk, Belfast.
Belfast. Okay, so if we had to stop on the way home or on the way to Galway, would it be, where would be the best place to stop?
We always stop in Dublin.
Because Dublin, if you look at it, is about halfway, just a little bit under halfway. And if we stopped in Dundalk, you can see how far we'd still have to go to get to Galway. And if we stopped in Athlone, we'd have to go a long way before we stop. And then Galway isn't very far away. Okay, so you can use scale factors to map out a distance and understand how far things away are relative to other things. I hope you enjoyed our video about scale and have fun doing the activity at home. Please send us your pictures, send us your videos of your maths activities, and subscribe to our channel, MathsQUBE. Bye!